and research. Over the past 3 decades, the college has acquired a stellar reputation for equipping women students with the knowledge, skill and values necessary to meet the prevailing needs of industry and society. The college was bestowed with the prestigious The New Indian Express's Think Edu Award 2020, the Best College Award for Quality Education in Tamil Nadu, by the then Chief Minister Edapadi K. Palaniswamy. MOP Vaishnav College for Women constantly ensures that infrastructure conforms to the highest standards of quality, durability and aesthetics. State-of-the-art infrastructure, classrooms, laboratories, learning centers, halls and auditorium, all equipped with advanced ICT facilities, offer conducive environments for theoretical and practical learning processes. The library offers active information services and research support to a diverse population of users. A cafeteria which adheres to stringent standards of cleanliness offers healthy options for students and staff, prioritizing nutritional value and affordability. At Happiness Center, the college has an in-house counselor who takes care of the mental health of the students on a one-to-one basis. In the pursuit of its policy of inclusive education, MOP sources talent from remotest areas of the country. These students are trained, among other things, in sports and games. Sports activities are facilitated by the provision of appropriate venues and amenities. Tie-ups with sports grounds and a gym ensure exemplary support to student athletes for achieving maximum fitness, endurance and agility. MOP today has representation in 28 sports and games. Anita Paul-Durai, MOP alumna and basketball champion, was awarded Padma Shri for her achievement in sports. MOP proudly felicitates Anita Paul-Durai. The NCC Army wing of the college belongs to 1 Tamil Nadu Girls Battalion and the cadets have consistently performed well. CSUO Rakshana S has won the All India Best Cadet Gold from the Honorable Prime. Entrepreneurship being our institutional distinctiveness, MOP Bazaar is organized every year to hone the entrepreneurial skills of students. The college has organized its 22nd edition, comprising 70 stalls run by around 300 students and 30 alumni. MOP Sansad, the student cabinet of the college, is a platform for students to exhibit leadership skills and develop organizational capabilities. A democratically elected student cabinet, MOP Sansad, plays an active role in ideating a policy governing campus life for students. The student cabinet comprises the Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister and 140 members of Parliament who are chosen from among the student community. Regular student parliamentary sessions are held to review and redress issues relating to students. MOP CRS, the community radio station of the college, caters to the needs of the community by curating a host of informative programs focusing on empowering women, entrepreneurship, development and skill training for lesser privileged community. MOP CRS is a recipient of national awards twice for its community projects. The college is thus committed to molding students into responsible citizens who are conscious of their role as forward-thinking women in society, sensitized to values such as social inclusivity and environmental conservation.
The audience is requested to bear with us while the stage is being set. I request the dignitaries to take their seats on the dais. I invite on stage our Honorable Minister, Dr. Jitendra Singh. I invite on stage Shri K. Annamalai, State President, BJP Tamil Nadu. Shri H. Raja, Convener of Modi at 20, is requested to take the stage. I request S.G. Surya, State Secretary, BJP Tamil Nadu, to alight the dais. I call upon Dr. M.D. Srinivas, Chairman of Board of Governors, MOP Vaishnav College, and Dr. Lalita Balakrishnan Ma'am to come on stage. We have honoring of our special speakers for the day, Dr. Jitendra Singh, Honorable Minister of State, Independent Charge, Science and Technology and Earth Science, and Minister of State of Prime Minister's Office, Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions, the Honorable Minister, Dr. Jitendra Singh, a floral welcome. Will now give a floral welcome to all the dignitaries on stage. Will present the Honorable Minister, Dr. Jitendra Singh, with a shot. Srinivas, Chairman Board of Governors, will present a memento to the Honorable Minister, Dr. Jitendra Singh.
Okay, Anna. Okay.
Treasurer, Board of Governors, MOP Vaishnav College, will present a shawl to Sri Annamalai Sir, State President, BJP Tamil Nadu. Member, Board of Governors, will present a shawl to Sri H. Raja, convener of Modi at 20 South. Sri Dina Thanthi will present a shawl to honor Sri S.G. Surya. Thank you. I now invite Sri S.G. Surya, the State Secretary for BJP Tamil Nadu, to deliver the welcome address.
Very good morning to everyone. The principal, the management members, and Mr. Deepak Mehta, who helped in organizing this program, our Honorable Minister, Dr. Jitendra Singh ji, Mr. Annamalai sir, Mr. H. Raja sir, we all welcome you on behalf of Modi at 20 committee. So Modi at 20 denotes a term because he is the only democratically elected to serve more than 20 years in public office in any country, in any democracy. So this by in itself an achievement. Currently he has completed 21 years now. So to commemorate his services to the nation, few well-wishers, people who worked with him, they all came together, 22 people. They wrote their experiences with the Prime Minister since the days of 2001, and they have published this book. And we are very proud to introduce this book to students who will be the future of our country. This occasion is even more special because we have Dr. Jitendra Singh ji. It is not very easy that you get to hear from people who closely work with the Prime Minister. Like you all know, he is the MOS of Prime Minister's office. He interacts and works on a daily basis with the Prime Minister. So I think these experiences we will never get, even if you read hundreds of books. He is here with us to share his experiences about the Prime Minister, his personality, his working style, and etc. I think we are very privileged to have Mr. Jitendra Singh ji, who is in very close connection with the Prime Minister, to deliver this program. This is his first lecture on this series in Tamil Nadu. This is the first college that has got the opportunity to hear from Dr. Jitendra Singh ji. So on behalf of Modi at 20 Book Committee and on behalf of BJP Tamil Nadu, I welcome all of you students. I am sure this session will be enriching. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We invite Sri H. Raja, sir, convener of Modi at 20, South India, to address the gathering.
இன்றைய தினம் மோடி at 20 Dreams Meet Delivery இந்த புத்தகத்தை இங்கு நம்முடைய கல்லூரியிலே மாணவ செல்வங்களுக்கு அறிமுகப்படுத்தி உரையாற்றிட வந்திருக்கின்ற மாண்புமிகு மத்திய அமைச்சர் திரு டாக்டர் ஜிதேந்திர பிரசாத் அவர்களே, பாரதிய ஜனதா கட்சியினுடைய மாநில தலைவர் திரு கே அண்ணாமலை அவர்களே, இந்த மோடி at 20 தமிழ்நாடு டீம் உறுப்பினர் எஸ்.ஜி. சூர்யா அவர்களே, கல்லூரி செயலாளர் நீண்ட நாள் நண்பர் திரு சீனிவாசன் அவர்களே, இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியை மிக குறுகிய மணி நேரங்கள் ஒரு ஏற்பாடு செய்த அருமை நண்பர் தீபக் மேத்தா அவர்களே, திரு கண்ணோடி அவர்களே, கல்லூரியினுடைய முதல்வர் அவர்களே, மாணவ செல்வங்களே, ஊடக நண்பர்களே, இது மோடி அவர்களை பற்றிய புத்தகம் அல்ல. இது அவருடைய நிர்வாக அணுகுமுறை. ஒவ்வொரு துறையிலும் சோஷியல் எம்பவர்மெண்ட், பொருளாதாரம், வெளிநாட்டு உறவுகள், அம்மாதிரியாக அவருடைய நிர்வாகத்தினுடைய இன்சைட் என்ன. நான் இங்கு சொல்ல மறந்துட்டேன், சென்னை மாநகரின் பாஜகவின் ஒரே கார்பரேட்டர் திருமதி உமானந்தன் அவர்களே. ஆகவே இது ஒருவர் புத்தகமாக எழுதியிருந்தால் இந்த புத்தகத்தில் போய் 21 பேர் அவர்களுடைய கட்டுரைகளை எழுதியிருக்கிறார். யாராவது ஒருவர் புத்தகம் போட்டிருந்தால் இப்படி பல்வேறு விஷயங்களும் மக்களுக்கு கொண்டு வந்திருக்க முடியுமாங்கிறது சந்தேகம். நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா பிஜேபி எதிர்த்து போட்டியிட்ட நந்தன் இளங்கனி கூட ஒரு ஆர்டிக்கலை எழுதிட்டார். நம்முடைய மாண்புமிகு உள்துறை அமைச்சர் அமித்ஷா அவர்கள், சகோதரி சித்து அவர்கள், இந்த மாதிரியாக 21 ஆத்தர்ஸ் ஒவ்வொரு சப்ஜெக்டையும் இது 5 பெரிய சாப்டரா பிரிச்சு 21 கட்டுரைகள் எழுதப்பட்டிருக்கு. ஆகவே இத மாணவர்கள் படிக்கணும். அதுவும் குறிப்பா தமிழ்நாட்டில் இங்கு நான் பெண் குழந்தைகள் என்றே சொல்லுவேன். காரணம், எனக்கு 4 பேர குழந்தைகள் உண்டு. எனவே தமிழகத்தில் இந்த மாதிரியான உண்மைகளை நாம் அறிந்து கொள்ள வேண்டியது அவசியமாகிறது. ஏன்னா பொய்களை நேரேட்டிவா செட் பண்ணி நீங்க 20 ஆண்டுகள் தொடர்ந்து எலெக்டிவ் பொசிஷன்ல மோடிஜி இருந்திருக்காரு. இந்தியா பல்வேறு டைவர்சிட்டிஸ் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு தேசம். ஆகவே அதுல அதுவும் டெமோக்ரஸி இங்க ரொம்ப ஃப்ரீ டெமோக்ரஸி, யார் வேணா என்ன வேணா பேசலாம். அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு ஆர்குமெண்டேட்டிவ் dissent is an essence of democracy, there is no doubt about it. ஆனா அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சொசைட்டில 20 ஆண்டுகள் ஒரு தேர்தலுக்கு தேர்தல், அவர் 2001 அக்டோபர் மாதம் குஜராத்தின் முதலமைச்சராக பொறுப்பேற்றதிலிருந்து 2014 பிரதமராக 19 14 பெற்றதை விட அதிக வெற்றி. ஆகவே உலகத்திலேயே 20 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு மேல், இன்னைக்கு 22 வருஷம் ஆகும்போது, அவருடைய ஒவ்வொரு விஷயத்திலும் சோஷியல் எம்பவர்மெண்ட்னா என்ன, பொருளாதார அணுகுமுறை என்ன, அந்நிய நாட்டு உறவுகள் அணுகுமுறை என்ன என்கின்ற அனைத்து உண்மைகளும் நம் கண் முன்பாக இந்த புத்தகம் படம் போட்டு காட்டியிருக்கிறது. ஆகவே இந்த புத்தகத்தை இன்னைக்கு மிகப்பெரிய வலிமை மிக்க ஒரு அமைச்சர் டாக்டர் ஜிதேந்திர பிரசாத் அவர்கள், அவர் அதோட மட்டுமில்ல, பாரத தாயின் தலை மகுடத்திலிருந்து தேர்ந்தெடுக்கப்பட்டு அவர் பாராளுமன்றத்தில் பணியாற்றி கொண்டிருக்கிறார். ஆகவே அவர் இதை உங்களுக்கு அறிமுகப்படுத்தி பேச இருப்பது நமக்கு கிடைத்த ஒரு பெரிய பாக்கியமாக கருதி, நீங்கள் அனைவரும் அவர் சொல்லுகின்ற கருத்தினை உன்னிப்பாக உள்வாங்கி உண்மை நிலையை நாம் உணர்வதோடு மக்களுக்கும் நம்மோடு இருப்பவர்களுக்கும் எடுத்துச் சொல்ல வேண்டும் என்று கேட்டுக்கொண்டு என்னுடைய வார்த்தைகளை நிறைவு செய்கிறேன்.
Thank you, sir. We now request Shri K. Annamalai sir, ex-IPS and State President of BJP Tamil Nadu, to deliver the presidential address.
அன்பார்ந்த மாணவ செல்வங்களே, ஒரு அற்புதமான நிகழ்ச்சி நம்முடைய MOB வைஷ்ணவ் காலேஜ் ஃபார் உமனில் நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறது. நல்ல ஒரு மனிதனுடைய வாழ்க்கை சரித்திரத்தை பற்றி நம்முடைய பாரத பிரதமர் நரேந்திர மோடி ஐயா அவருடைய 21 ஆண்டு காலம் இந்தியாவுடைய முதலமைச்சராக பிரதமராக அவரை பல கண்ணோட்டத்திலே பல மனிதர்கள் பார்த்திருக்கின்றார்கள். அதனுடைய தொகுப்பாக இந்த புத்தகம் இருக்கிறது, மோடி at 20. இதனை வெளியிட வெளியிட்டு பேச வந்திருக்கக்கூடிய மனிதரும் கூட அதற்கு முழு பொருத்தமாக இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு மனிதர், நம்முடைய பாரத பிரதமரின் மிக அருகாமையில் இருந்து பார்க்கக்கூடியவர். If there is one minister in the central cabinet who watches our prime minister very closely, who has got the privilege to interact with our prime minister on a daily basis, and who can talk about this great man and the way he is shaping up Indian democracy, the way he is shaping up the world order. If there is one person who can talk legitimately, fully, completely, it is none other than our Minister of State for Science and Technology and Health, Prime Minister's Office, Public Grievances and Pensions, Department of Atomic Energy, Department of Space, Sri Dr. Jitendra Singh. It is also another honor that sir comes from one part of India, from the Jammu and Kashmir, and today he is in the farthest part of the other part of India, in Tamil Nadu and Chennai. So we cannot find a better person to come and talk about the idea of India which Modi ji is shaping up. This event is not possible without our former National Secretary, our senior leader and the convener of Modi at 20 for Southern India, Sri H. Rajaji, and our young State Secretary who is part of this committee, who is spearheading this project in Tamil Nadu, Sri S. G. Suryaji, and some of the great people who are sitting here. 31 years back, they all decided they wanted a wonderful college in the heart of Chennai, a college for women which would focus on integrity, which would focus on high quality education, which would focus on shaping some fantastic women who can come out into the field and achieve various great things. So all those great people are sitting here, especially in the stage, the chairperson board of governors, Sri MD Srinivas ji, and people sitting in the front row, Deepak Mehta ji, Kannodi ji, and all senior people part of this board. And very, very importantly, the principal of this great college, Dr. Lalita Balakrishnan, who is chiseling all those visions into a daily action, Madam Dr. Lalita Balakrishnan. And we all know MOB Vaishnav is one of the great educational institutions in Tamil Nadu, especially in Chennai. And we keep seeing your laurels in different newspapers, different television channels, in sports, in academics, in all different fields. You have brought laurels to Tamil Nadu, laurels to India. In the recent Kelo India Games also, which our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has started for the youth of our country, in the girls section, out of the 20 medals that Tamil Nadu got, 16 medals came from the single college. One college produced 16 medals out of 20. In the recent chess Olympiad, one of your students represented India and she won a bronze medal also, Vaishali got a bronze medal representing our country in the chess Olympiad. And Anita Paldurai, who was our former basketball India captain and an excellent woman, excellent role model, she also comes from your college. We can keep talking about it. So we are very happy that today it's our privilege to bring our Dr. Jitendra Singh ji to this wonderful college to talk to this young eager minds about this book. Definitely this is not the politician's journey. Often you see a politician gets eulogized, he gets spoken about in very high order. We say a politician does miracle, a politician is equal to God. That is how a politician is eulogized. But especially with respect to our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, he has transcended the image of politician long time back. He has transcended that image. He is a doer. He is India's one of our finest administrator. More than a Prime Minister, he is a Vishwaguru of our country now. Because his thinking, his idea, the way he wants to execute it, the way he wants to put the map of India in the global world order is something we got to see this book, read this book and hear from it. This book is not written by his fan followers, admirers like me or some of the admirers sitting here. We had never had the opportunity to write this book. This book is written by eminent people from different distinctive walks of life who had the privilege of watching our Prime Minister very closely. Our badminton superstar, P.V. Sindhu, Olympian, she wrote about at the age of 72 why our Prime Minister Modi ji is India's undisputed youth icon. We say 35, 25, 18 is youth. Now we believe Modi ji at 72 years is India's top youth icon. Nobody can compete with him in terms of
reaching the minds of youth. P.V. Sindhuji writes about it. With respect to the education, the fundamental transformation, Apollo Shobha Kamini, she writes about how Modi ji has reimagined the healthcare system of our country. All his policies are people-centric. He is one Prime Minister who sits in Delhi. Equally, he thinks about our Jitendra Singh Ji's state, a border village in the border of Kashmir called Turtuk. He thinks about Turtuk. He wants to improve the facilities of a village in Kashmir called Turtuk. The same Prime Minister thinks about Tamil Nadu's last village in Kanyakumari called Takale. He is one Prime Minister whose heart beats for the extreme points of India, for every single population who might not have the same access to our urban area or the same access to the capital city. And with respect to India becoming a Vishwaguru, India is becoming a Vishwaguru. We are reclaiming our heritage, reclaiming our civilization. Amish Tripathi ji wonderfully talks about Modi ji, how he is trying to reclaim everything of Indianness, of being a Bharatiya. For the first time, yesterday, just yesterday, our Honorable Governor in Tamil Nadu has launched a very unique program of sending 2,500 people from Tamil Nadu to Varanasi, calling the Kasi Tamil Sangamam. So 2,500 people from Tamil Nadu, including 200 students, you are going to Kashi in the next 1 month to see Kashi, to see Ayodhya, to see Allahabad. Likewise, they will also come to Tamil Nadu. Ek Bharat, Shrestha Bharat, Ore Bharadam, Unnada Bharadam. Yes, just yesterday it is Modi ji's vision which got realized in Tamil Nadu, the program got launched. Likewise, eminent people have written bird's eye view of our Prime Minister's functioning, the way he thinks, the way he operates. For anybody who had the privilege of reading this book, after reading a book, trust me, I can assure you, you will be a changed person. Your perspectives about life will change. This is a story of a boy born in Gujarat in 1950 to a mother, to a father who are struggling to earn their livelihood. Father who was selling tea in a railway station, to a mother who was struggling to bring up Modi. It is the story of a boy born in 1950. And this boy has traveled 72 years in our great country, from a boy to an adult, adult to a man, man to an administrator, to a politician, to India's world's Vishwaguru. You will see very beautifully in this book the transformation of a boy to a Vishwaguru. In 72 years, you will see this beautiful transformation. That is why it is our privilege to be part of this event in one of Tamil Nadu's, Chennai's finest college, MOB Vaishnav, because we believe the next generation of Indians should get inspired about this great Vishwaguru, the kind of things he does, he dreams. His heart beats for India. Just yesterday, the Russian President Putin, in a speech in Moscow, he says, you cannot see a better patriot than Narendra Modi. You cannot see a better patriot. He is one guy who has fundamentally transformed the way India is seen in the world. His Make in India, look at that project, how it has transformed India. Certificates after certificates, the global world leaders, so-called superpowers, they are giving to this humble son of the soil, born in a small village in Gujarat, India's Prime Minister now, certificates after certificates. India, Russia-Ukraine issue, India's stand is being widely appreciated. So it's a great privilege to bring Dr. Jitendra Singh Ji. As I said earlier, nobody can present our Honorable Prime Minister very well than him, because he has got the unique distinction of watching our Prime Minister very closely. I thank our MOB Vaishnav College for consenting, agreeing to host this wonderful function, and also for our media நண்பர்கள் பெரிய அளவில் இங்கே வந்திருக்கிறாங்க இந்த காலேஜுக்கு, இந்த விழாவுக்கு. நிச்சயமாக இந்த புத்தகம் மோடி அட் 20 என்பது தமிழகத்தில் இருக்கக்கூடிய அனைவருமே படிக்க வேண்டிய ஒரு புத்தகம். இதை நம்முடைய மீடியா நண்பர்கள் பட்டி தொட்டி எல்லாம் நீங்கள் எடுத்துச் செல்வீர்கள் என்கின்ற நம்பிக்கையோடு எனக்கு பேச வாய்ப்பளித்த MOB வைஷ்ணவ் அவர்களுக்கு, அண்ணன் ஹெச் ராஜா அவர்களுக்கு, தம்பி SG சூர்யா அவர்களுக்கு நன்றி கலந்த வணக்கத்தை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம். பாரத் மாதா கி ஜெய்.
Thank you, sir. I now request our Principal Ma'am, Dr. Lalita Balakrishnan, to introduce the Honorable Minister, Dr. Jitendra Singh.
It's indeed a happy day for MOP Vaishnav College. As part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations, we have today Dr. Jitendra Singh speaking to us about Modi at 20, a person who interacts on a daily basis with the Prime Minister, It's indeed an honor, a privilege, a red letter day in the history of MOP Vaishnav College to host you and welcome you to our premises, sir. Many of you sitting in the audience, the large part of you were not even born when Narendra Modi ji began his political career. The book speaks about 20 years of administrator. As an administrator, how he has excelled in 20 years. And your age may not even be 20. It is a proud moment for each and every one of you that our college has been chosen for this book to be discussed and deliberated upon. And it's a proud moment for all of us here today that MOP Vaishnav has been bestowed with this distinction. I thank all the people who are responsible, especially Mr. Mehta ji, for bringing in this whole entourage here today so that we are to be benefited from the lessons of leadership mentioned in the book. I welcome Dr. Jitendra Singh. I also welcome Mr. Annamalai, IPS, who is the state president of the BJP here. I welcome Mr. Raja, convener of Modi at 20, South India. I welcome Mr. S.G. Surya, who's been here since yesterday to oversee the operations and help us organize this program. I welcome Shri M.D. Srinivas, Chairperson Board of Governors, for always being with us and guiding us through. I welcome members of the Managing Committee, Shri Fomraji, J.K. Javarji, and Mr. Hitesh Konodia. I also welcome members of the press, my colleagues, and dear students. The Minister, Dr. Jitendra Singh, is a physician by profession and today a politician by passion, sir. So, he is the Minister of State holding independent charge for the Ministry of Science and Technology, Minister of State, Ministry of Earth, Science, and Minister of State for the Prime Minister's Office, Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions, Department of Atomic Energy and Department of Space. A BJP National Executive Member, he was the Chief Spokesperson for the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. He won the Udhampur seat in the Indian general elections both in 2014 and 19 with the highest ever margin of votes for the 16th and 17th sessions of the Lok Sabha respectively. A professor of diabetes and endocrinology, a life patron, Research Society for the Study of Diabetes in India, founder, executive member, Diabetes in Pregnancy Study India, consultant, clinical practitioner, author of 8 books and a newspaper columnist as well. He is the ex-chairman of the National Scientific Committee, Diabetes, and the Research Society for Study of Diabetes in India. Besides being a doctor, he has also worked as a newspaper columnist. Initially, he wrote for the Kashmir Times. Subsequently, he switched over to Daily Excelsior, which is the largest circulated newspaper in J&K. His weekly column, Tales of Travesty, used to feature in the editorial section. In 2008, Dr. Jitendra Singh was appointed spokesperson of Sri Amarnath Ji Sangharsh Committee, an umbrella organization of right-wing parties. He took premature retirement as a professor in order to join the BJP in 2012. Sir, we are very happy that you're here with us to enlighten our students on Modi at 20, where dreams meet delivery. At MOP Vaishnav College, we encourage our students to dream and chase their dreams very, very passionately. In fact, following the Skill India initiative of the Government of India, we have given more importance to MOP Swabhiman, which is the entrepreneurship culture being instilled in our students. We have also trained women in villages close to Tamil Nadu, not stopping the skilling initiative with our students. Under Thodil Sayalam Thori, an initiative, MOP students have skilled villagers in 20 villages on the suburbs of Chennai, and we are very happy about the initiative taken by our students. The Prime Minister has been a great motivator for our students, and I'm sure this discussion is only going to make it even better. I welcome all of you to this morning's program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. We now welcome Honorable Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh, Minister of State, Independent Charge, Science and Technology and Earth Science, and Minister of State of Prime Minister's Office, Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions, Department of Atomic Energy and Department of Space to deliver the special address.
Thank you for the kind introduction. Seated on the dais, Thiru K. Annamalai, our very dear friend, a young dynamic inspiration for all of us, and very appropriately the President of BJP Tamil Nadu. Thiru H. Rajaji is a veteran leader. Most of us have known him for years. He hardly needs any introduction. Dr. Lalita Balakrishnan, whom I have to thank for being very kind and giving a very elaborate introduction, which was not required, but nevertheless, thank you very much. Srinivas ji, Mr. S.G. Surya ji, members of the managing board, members of faculty, and dear students. At the outset, I have to thank you for making me a part of this event, and as was being mentioned by Annamalai ji and also by Dr. Lalita, and I think the film which was shown just now is the evidence enough that this is one of the most illustrious women colleges now in Chennai. And I must say, seeing the sequence of visuals that we had, and I must compliment the principal. You have started producing luminaries one after the other, and also celebrities at the same time. So this is something which gives an education institution an identity of its own. The faculty and the alumni, they are the two, because I have myself been a teacher for over quarter of a century, so I can bear that out. And therefore, as Annamalai ji was saying, I also have to thank you that you have made this possible happen, because this exchange of thoughts would, I'm sure, happen with a galaxy of bright brains sitting over here. I also feel gratified for another reason, that I asked Dr. Lalita, and she said this college is affiliated to Madras University. And most of you don't know that I am an alumni of Madras University. The only difference is that I obtained my degree from Madras University nearly 10 years before this college was born. So much has changed since then. The very fact that Chennai was known as Madras at that time. And we had only one university. Now, of course, for the medical colleges, you have a different university. You have that MGR Medical. We had only one university, and at that time we had just about 8 or 9 government colleges. All of these, including the Pondicherry, Jepmer, were affiliated to one university. And then, of course, suddenly, after 1980 or mid-80s, the expansion happened all of a sudden. The private colleges, of course, professional, were not much heard of. So it gives me an added pleasure to see that now the place like Chennai, which was always known as a seat of learning, with teachers like Dr. Radhakrishnan, identified with this college, with this university, you have a college which is yet another addition to that sequence of glories that have added to this university and this seat of learning. Incidentally, where in our case, we used to have our first year English classes in Loyola College. So many of the graduates from Loyola at that time also happened to be my contemporaries. And then we would go back to the medical college. It was like that. The arrangements were different because we were at that time Madras was following a British pattern of education till it changed over. Anyway, now coming straight to the subject of the book, and as has been sufficiently elaborated by the other speakers, this is a book, as Annamalai was saying, the reflection of the characters and shades of Prime Minister Modi and the India that he's walked through over the last 20 years. The question is, why Modi at 20? Of course, as was being rightly said by H. Rajaji, that here we have a person who is possibly the only one in the entire Indian subcontinent, maybe the world, who has consistently been head of the government for 20 years without a break. And an elected head. So I think this is a unique record which would go in the Guinness Book. You won't have any head of the state consistently being the head. First as Chief Minister, the former Chief Minister, then as former Prime Minister, and that too elected. And therefore there are 21 chapters in the book written by different persons who have had the opportunity of working with him and also trying to reflect upon the phenomena of Narendra Modi in their own way. For example, you have Sudha Murthy telling us how this is a